Hello friends, welcome to another YouTube video. This is going to be an update video and a gardening video, so if you are into that, stay tuned. Alright, so jumping in real quick here, we have a couple things that we're going to get done today. The main thing that I want to get done is I want to build out the garden boxes. So that is going to be number one on the list, but before we get into that, real quick, I just want to run through a couple updates from things that I've done since I've been home for 24 hours. And the first of which is, you guys may have seen, I haven't done a full house tour because I'm not done with the house, but in the living room here, I had a bunch of houseplants right in front of these windows. They were north-facing windows. I thought it was gonna be so fun and such a cool thing to have all these plants on north-facing windows, but it just kind of always felt dark. Like, you can kind of see that room versus this room. Like, this room has a lot of natural light in it. It's very bright, it's very warm, but this room, you got a sneak peek of that. This room over here is kind of dark, but it still gets a lot of that natural light. It's just a lot cooler. So I'm gonna try for a little while moving some plants in here. But what I've been working towards is kind of making like a little plant room kind of boho vibe in here. So eventually what I want to do is swap out this chair right here for like a wicker chair or a rattan chair or something like that that's a little bit more natural. That chair actually belongs in my bedroom. But the dogs love this space, for sure. This blanket was in my old bedroom, and they would lay on it all the time. They're continuing to do so. They also like to lay in this spot of sun. So it just kind of creates this nice, like, comfortable, warm room that has a lot of plants in it. It's just like a hangout space. So you guys will probably be seeing this room a lot more. Out this window is actually where the garden is. So it's almost gonna be kind of like a continuation of the garden coming inside. So you'll get the colors and the greens and all of that kind of stuff. So I think that this is gonna work out well. So that's this room. That's the update here. Other than that, there's not really a lot that's changed inside the house. But what I did do the other, what was it, last night? So I did come out here yesterday, and while I was cooking on the barbecue, I kind of messed around with some of the plants. So right now what we kind of have is I've got the tulips and the daffodils right here on the corners like I had a minute ago. So I started placing some of the plants that are going to be staying on the patio here, just kind of scattering things around and getting rid of some of the stuff that's not going to stay on here just to clean it up a little bit. It's a lot better. It looks a lot more clean and tidy, and I can kind of see now how the patio is going to shape up as we get more into spring. So that's the other update. All right, so we are out in the garden now, and basically where we left off last video is where all this stuff is, so I haven't touched it. If you guys remember, some of it is cut and some of it still needs to be cut down to size before we can start putting it together. I don't know if I'm gonna need any hardware yet, so that's gonna come down the line. I know I have screws and stuff, so that's not a big deal, but we'll see how it fares. And then, oh, I did pick up this fun thing. Check this out. So this is a bamboo collapsible like teepee trellis, I believe is what it was called. I got it down at the garden center here in town, and this is what I'm gonna plant the cucumbers on. So I'm really excited to have that. And for those of you guys that like the view, this is what we're at today. Pretty clear, nice and visible. Almost forgot to turn my mic on. I definitely need a break after that. So we got all of the boxes in, which is super exciting. We have the two big ones in the back, the garden bed in the front, and our box off to the side, which is really cool. I'm really happy with how this looks. Obviously, I mean, you guys can see how tilted these are. So I'm gonna screw them all together. I'm gonna get them really secure, and then I think I might go and like really position them how I want, and then maybe make a chalk line kind of thing on the ground so that I can clean up the ground. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to really level them in, but I gotta do something to make it look a little better. But that's the next step, but I gotta get some lunch or something first, so I'll be right back. Alright guys, so pretty much everything that I am going to get done, I think, on this segment is done. So all of the boxes are together. We've got those 3 right there, and then, woo, almost fell over, and then we got this one right here. So let me step back and give you guys a picture of what this looks like overall. Alright, so when you walk in, you've got this box right here, which is very janky, but you know, it's the vibe. And then you got the 2 big boxes in the back, and the little one over here, and the table. And then hopefully you guys can kind of see now that this area right here is going to be a garden bed. And then I did go ahead and put in some stakes. I don't know if you can see these on camera, but there are a bunch of stakes outlining where the pumpkin patch is going to be. And I dropped in some pieces of wood where I think the mounds are going to be, but now that I'm looking at it, they look too close. So I think what I'm going to end up doing is stretching them out and coming down further. Back here is where the sunflowers and maybe some corn is gonna go. It's a lot of space. All right, I was thinking we were gonna have to do the outro here inside, but the motorcycle went away, so thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed the updates. We did get some more dahlia bulbs too, so I just keep buying things for the garden, and I have to figure out where all of it's gonna go. But we'll figure it out. I'm really excited to have these projects done, these boxes put together. I have to set them next, get them like settled on the ground, get some chicken wire and some dirt in them, and then they'll be ready to roll. At some point, we have to do a big video on drip line, so that'll be coming as well. But again, thank you guys for watching. If you like this kind of content, please consider subscribing to the channel, and if you like the video, give me a good old thumbs up or a like or whatever it is these days, and I will catch you guys on the next video. Have a good one.